Hey guys, it's Deborah. I said I was going to do kind of a long video this time. On my last video, I kind of said there was going to be a little talk I wanted to have, but this is not going to be that long because I'm going to have to save that video for my next video because, sorry, I felt such an urge to do this video. And as I was trying to film that other video, I just kept feeling I had to talk to you guys about this. So I'll just make this somewhat short and then the next one I'll get to working on. But basically, this is the picture, The Prince of Peace by Akiane Krameric. And she, sorry, she painted this when she was 8 years old. A lot of you guys know her story. I shared this on a video when I first kind of started my channel, not too long after. And the problem is it was such a new channel that not that many people saw it. So I just feel like the Lord was saying to repost it. So I'm not really reposting. I'm going to I'm reposting one part, but then there's more to it that I'm talking about here. So basically, in a dream once, I saw Jesus and he looked like this. And I saw him also transform in the dream. And then he had white hair to his shoulders and light shot out of his eyes and mouth and his hands. And he was like all in white and he had this long robe. So he went from looking like this to like white hair to his shoulders, like super regal. And I couldn't even see his face. It was just light. So I'm just saying this is what I saw in a dream. And then it got I got a confirmation from someone else who that same week saw Jesus in a dream and looked like this. And the big thing was his green eyes, like not the whole, that's just part of it. He was like olive toned Middle Eastern Jewish person, but green eyes, and they didn't look like typical. So it was almost like 3D, like you could go in them. Like it was so deep. And that's so similar to this picture. So I had seen this picture before, but hadn't really thought too much about it. And then when I had that dream, I was like, oh my goodness, that's that picture that little girl painted. So I looked into her story. Now I know a lot of you guys know now that she's older. She doesn't, I don't think, speaks the same way. Like, I don't think I don't know if she considers herself a Christian at all. Jesus speaks to little children, like children, the kingdom of heaven is for them, is for such as these little children, so innocent. So when he met her that day, okay, so let me put it this way. Somebody met Akiane when she was 8 because she couldn't paint like this prior to this. And no 8-year-old can paint this picture. Like when I show you other pictures of her next to it, like you'll see no 8-year-old could paint this. So it was either the enemy or Jesus. Like somebody met her. I don't know if you know her story, but she basically disappeared for a day. And then she said she was with Jesus for the day. When she came back, she had to paint his face. And she painted this and she was 8. So clearly this is supernatural. No one can just paint that who's 8. Her parents were atheists and then they started believing in Jesus. So even if, she believed then and everything, and maybe she doesn't believe now, or maybe she does, like, I don't know. A lot of this stuff seems a bit more new age, but again, I know no one's heart. I cannot know. I just wanted to bring that up because I didn't want anybody to say, well, now she's different or whatever. Her talent is still there. The gift is still there that was given to her. But this painting, I believe also is the proper depiction, because I believe there's a little boy who saw heaven, and I think there was a movie, Heaven is Real or whatever, and they asked him, do you know what Jesus looked like? And then they showed him pictures, and this was the picture he chose that he looked like. So again, like, I don't want to sound, I don't know what the word would be, but I felt like the Lord had told me to repost this. So I guess for someone out there, maybe it's going to help them. His eyes, she said she painted so that he would be looking directly at you, and to everybody, he was looking personally into their soul, into them. And that's how he is, because he's omnipresent. So like, even in heaven, like, I'm sure we can like all be with him. We don't have to wait in line or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but basically this is, that's another depiction of how he's with everyone all the time. And so, yeah, I wanted to show you something, because the reason this also got brought up in my mind was because I was watching a video on, the channel Watchman for That Great Day, and he was doing like a live stream with like a bunch of other people. And then there was this woman who started talking about her dream that she saw heaven. And she saw, like, I guess she got raptured with her kids and she saw heaven. And she was saying she ended up seeing Jesus. So guess what he looked like? Okay, so I'm gonna play you a short clip of that video from Watchmen from That Great Day. And again, said the same thing. So one, I like I just want you guys to prepare to meet him. I guess that's what it is. It's kind of like preparing the way, like John prepared the way. I mean, and some people are like, oh, we can never see what God looks like. Well, Jesus walked the earth, so lots of people saw what he looked like. So it could be that he's preparing the way to get ready to meet him so that when you meet him, I'm sure we'll just know, of course, but maybe it's good to see ahead of time. I just think all I know is that dream had so much stuff in it that was just like I felt like a dream from God. It wasn't just a dream so that I had. So I'll play that clip quickly. And then after that, I want to play the only part from my old video I want to share with you guys is just a little kind of like a little montage I put together that was kind of a previous video someone made, and then I put some music with it, just showing how the Shroud of Turin and a tile, I think it's called the Isa tile. I can't remember what it's called, but another tile, an ancient depiction of Christ from his day matches this picture. So it's like an overlay you're going to see. It's really cool. So I think that's it. I don't want to talk too long because uploading has become kind of hard when I do it too long. So I'll play the video, the quick clip of the woman who saw Jesus in her dream, and then I'll come back to talk to you guys another minute, and then I'll play the little video where it shows the overlay between these ancient depictions of Christ and this new one. Okay, so here's her video.
I remember I had my hand on the Lord, and I was literally like holding on to his shoulder. Like I was holding on to his right shoulder and I was gripping him because I'm like, I'm not going to let you go. You're not getting away from me. That's what I was thinking. And as I was holding on to his shoulder, he turned and he looked at me and he just smiled. And that's when I saw his face. And I saw his beard. I saw his short, curly, brown hair, light brown hair. And he looks like that picture. Now, mind you, I had never seen that picture before, ever. But when I saw the painting of that girl, and she's older now. I think she's in her 20s. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's the Lord.
So there's another confirmation. I don't know why at this point the Lord wants me to repost this. I'm thinking that it's because of the preparation to meet him, like I said. Just another chance to get a closer relationship with him. We are in the physical, so maybe there's that. I should stop guessing. I just know he said to. So, and like I said, I was trying to post other things, and then this was just like, no, post this. So, yeah, I guess that's the main point. Not sure what else there is. And I know there's been frustration on people like, oh, Jesus has been depicted too Caucasian, or maybe people are like, no, he's not going to be this other way, or too dark, too light, too whatever. I don't know. All I know is this is what I saw, and that I'm thinking Israel, Middle Eastern. I understand that some people don't believe those Jews are the real Jews and all this whole stuff. So those comments, I mean, you could put it, but I've already had those discussions a lot of times. I am of mixed race, black and white, and so I don't like lean on, oh, he should be this way or that way, or more this color or that color. Like, I'm only saying this in case somebody's offended or upset or whatever. I don't think, well, that doesn't matter to me at all. So this seems right to me when I think about Jewish friends or Middle Eastern friends that I have. I have a huge Middle Eastern community around me, and my husband also taught at a all-Jewish school as a high school teacher for 6 years. So, I mean, I do have, relationships with that community and stuff. So, but times have changed. That's 2,000 years ago. People intermingle and all this stuff. So, anyway, I don't want to get into that too much, but I just wanted to say that, this is the depiction that I was shown. So maybe this will help you. And just to prove how much I do believe it, this is my screensaver. This is my screensaver on my phone. So basically you can see that I just took a picture of the top of my phone so you don't see like all my information, but yeah, it's my screensaver. So clearly I believe this is true. I look at it every day. It's funny that it's 11:11 p.m. I just did literally like 2 or 3 videos on the 11:11, and there it's 11:11 on my screensaver. So it's funny. Anyway, regardless, I just took a picture of my phone to show you that I believe. And like, look at these pictures of Akiane painting him. She's a tiny little girl. Look how huge the actual Prince of Peace picture is. Like, she's this little 8-year-old painting him. Like, these are pictures from back when she's in, I think she's 26 now, when she was 8. So this is impossible. This is not a thing. Like, she's so small, and you have to see that it's miraculous that she painted. It's either the Lord or it's the enemy, but I was shown it's the Lord. Like, she's just so little. Look how huge it is. Like, the painting, I didn't know it was big. I thought it was, just the size of a, 8 by 10 or something, like a small picture. It is massive. It's so huge. And she painted this at 8 after she said she met him. I'm just saying all this because it could really bless someone, like maybe just seeing his face, pray on it. That's all. And like, here's another picture just to show the huge size of the actual painting. And there's a huge like story behind it, how it was stolen and taken, and it's only now recently been given back to the world. It's been hidden. So this picture has been hidden in somebody's storage unit because they stole it. It's a long story, for all these years since she was a little kid. She just saw it like, I think it was like last year, again, for the first time. It's this crazy story if you go on her website. But again, I'm not promoting sorry, all the stuff that she's talking about at this point. So I hope this blesses somebody. I hope this is a thing for somebody, because I don't want to, this is not my typical video. Mostly my videos are about end times or Israel news and stuff like that. That's always been kind of my focus. And just in general, speaking truth in love. So whatever truth the Lord shows me, then I say it to you guys with a loving, encouraging way, because I wish no one to perish. Like, I don't want anyone to stumble because of things I say or anything. So I try to pray ahead. Well, I do pray ahead of time. So anyway, that's pretty much all I had to say. I do hope it blesses somebody. I would never think I would say this, that I saw what he looked like, but all of the pieces were kind of putting together. So that's where I ended up. So I'm going to play a video of, like I said, it's now, so these different ancient depictions of Christ, like the Shroud of Turin, which wouldn't be crazy if he showed you, the shroud is like an imprint, like a photograph, which they had no cameras 2,000 years ago on like material, and it could have been his resurrection if that was the case, that it like imprinted on the shroud. And then there's another tile, I can't remember exactly when it's from, but it's a very long time ago, and it matches all these things. And well, you'll see there's an overlay, so there is some reading you have to do, so you can pause it if you want, but you don't have to, because basically the reading is what I'm saying. So it's just about this Isa tile and then this shroud, and then this picture of the Prince of Peace, and overlaying them together and see if there's connection. Like these, the shroud and the tile were from Jesus's day, and this picture was made now. So I think it will bless you. Anyway, stay tuned for my next video, because it will be the other one that I'm trying, Lord willing, the one that I'm trying to get out. But I'm literally, as soon as I post this, I'm going to start recording that next one. So yeah, stay tuned, and I hope this blessed you guys, and it was just something different. And if you've already seen it, sorry for the replay, but I don't know, it was a blessing to me too. So hopefully it is for you as well. So I will talk to you guys again soon. Until next time, God bless and shalom.